So we are live. Good morning, everyone. We are live from Polhemus Street, where the latest homicide has occurred. As you can see, police have cordoned off the area. The police has already briefed all media, but there's still an active scene. Gonna just get as close as we can. So our Jillian Gray is on the scene. We're gonna get her in a few minutes to tell us what would have happened. The police have already briefed the media, so she'll be able to give us a summary of what occurred. But we are live. This is the country's latest homicide. As you could see, police are still on the scene. And we will see if we can find out what has happened. Good morning. Ugh. A crowd is still gathered here.
Don't sleep, you know. God, my son, right? You all look at me good. And I hope you all watching this. For the killers, who kill him? God will deal with y'all, you know. God will deal with y'all. Y'all gotta take life serious now. Y'all kill my only son. My only son, Devante Ricardo Moss. He is 25 years old. He born January 27, 1994. You hear? Y'all just take my heartstring from me, you know. My heartstring, my only boy. My heart. Y'all look at me. Y'all see? Boy, y'all can get what y'all looking for. God can deal with y'all, you know. My son gone. My son, he no troublesome person. He always home. This is house right here. This is where he resides. Right here, Polhemus Street. You hear me?
Tell us about your son. What type of person was
My
he?
son is a nice person. He's generous. He's loving. He's caring. You hear me? Loving person. He might have some habits, but he's a loving person.
What kind of habits?
What kind of habits?
Do they have some habits?
Well, he liked to smoke. And he was coming off that. Okay? But he's a nice person. He is loved by many.
How did you find out that your son had been shot?
When he was driving my car, and he just gone around the corner, and when he was coming back, I heard the gunshot. And when I look outside, I see the person come out the car, and they still was shooting.
About how many gunshots did you hear?
Oh, it was many. Couldn't keep count because I was scared.
With your son, did he complain about someone threatening his life and the company? Were you concerned with the company this evening?
Well, he didn't have much company. He don't keep company like that. He might have one or two friends, but he don't keep company. He always in my house, 24/7.
And just to clarify, everything you have, did your son unfortunately had run into the wall, or he was
Well, he was arrested a few years back for drugs. And he was just released so in February.
do you think the person that made him was somewhere?
Well, whoever killed him, and I get nothing else to say.
Just for clarification, you said the car that he was shot in is your car?
Yes, a silver Honda Civic.
And does he have any kids?
One on the way.
What were you feeling when you heard those gunshots?
I just was scared.
How far,
I was scared.
how far along is his mother, his child? Is she like 8 months along?
No. Just moved on for 3 months.
And can you spell his first name?
Stervant.
Can you spell your name?
MYRNA-AUGUSTE.
Yes, mother.
Yes, and your last name is Master. No, Augustine. His father's right here sitting down. Right over there.
That's him in the chair?
Yeah. So your name is Augustine. Murder. Augustine. AUGUSTE. They're gonna move him. Yes, baby.
And do you have any other kids or is he?
Yeah. I have three of those. Three girls.
Oh, that's the 3 girls.
He's the oldest.
Yeah, Mr. Gussie, do you have any pictures of your son?
Yes. I'm right here.
We all can say.
You want, give me a phone? Jasper, how are you?
I'm wonderful, and you?
Good.
Somebody get my food and I'm going to eat. I don't want to. I don't like that. I just don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like. I have to do this. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Wait, where's my camera?
They moving him.
You ready? Let's do it.
The body of Devante Moss is now being moved by the coroners, and as you can see, family members have gathered. They are obviously very, very distraught by the situation. We spoke to his mom just moments ago, who expressed her heartbreak at this particular point in time. He was shot in her car. She said that he had only gone around the corner just for a few short moments, and she heard the gunshots when the assailants would have come out the car and started shooting at her son. She sent a very stern message to those assailants and basically said that, she hopes and is going to pursue justice for her son. Now, as you can see, family members, they are consoling one another. They are still extremely, extremely heartbroken. It's a very fresh situation. We're going to bring you more details coming up tonight on R News Channel 212 and streaming live on the R News Bahamas Facebook page.
Now, Jillian, just before you go, I know the police briefed the press as well. What were they able to say, if anything? I know investigations are still at a preliminary stage.
So all the police know at this particular point in time is that there were 3 assailants in a dark-colored car, and when Savannah was coming through the corner, they stopped the car, they hopped out of the car, and they started shooting. We don't know how many shots were fired. From what I could see on the car, there were actually 9 bullet holes on the windshield, but we don't know if that was all of the gunshots that were fired. Police say that they cannot say what make the car was that the assailants were in, what model or anything, only that it was a dark gray-colored small vehicle. But hopefully some more details will be coming along pretty soon.
So as you heard Jillian just say, preliminary investigations. We're going to see if we can get a picture of the victim as well. I think the police are actually removing the body at this time. We're going to see if we can get a close-up. Can I get a little closer? Can I go through? Oh, thank you. So police are now removing the body. We're just going to get a little closer. family members obviously want to see this. So the body is being removed now as we speak. Police are taking, well, mortuary services are taking
All right, Johnny.
the vehicle away. We'll follow it for as long as we can. So there they go. So the body has been removed. I can't say whether this is the vehicle in question. We'll find those details out. Police are now, I think, they're going to speak to some of the family. We'll maybe find out from Jillian whether this is the vehicle in question. Jillian, is that the car?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that is the vehicle in question. I'll just zoom. I'm not going to get too close because police will probably... But this is the vehicle that the deceased was driving at the time. Police are obviously going to continue their investigations. You can clearly see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is some shattered glass. And that's as close as we will get. So police are leaving the scene at this time. Obviously, investigations continue. Good day. I don't know if the car will be removed. It should be. It's a critical piece of evidence. So let's see if... I know the mother was trying to get the victim's picture. Let's see if we can get a picture of the victim as we walk back to his mother. You have a picture of the deceased? Oh. So we're just trying to get...
You see the gallery?
I already have my number.
Huh?
You see that?
No, just send it. Just send it.
Send that the keys to me.
Keys?
Yeah. You need to send it to me. Let me ask you.
Okay.
Let me just zoom in on the picture.
My name is Myrna Augusti. I live today. My son resigned at my residence. 25 years old. He born January 20th.
So we're just trying to get... Zoom in on the picture. I don't know if we can't see that. We can't really see that. Okay.
When I look, I see a black car.
So just to wrap this all up, We're on the scene of the country's latest homicide, where a man in his 20s was shot in a vehicle this morning. Police have already cleared the area. The vehicle in question is still on the scene. As you can see, police are still coming through here. Maybe to do some more questioning or to... I have no clue, but the body has already been removed. And police... So y'all are just gonna leave the car there? They're just gonna leave the car there? That's a yes? I was asking if... Oh, they've already... Okay, so officers, I've been told by a senior officer that officers have already finished with the car. So I would have thought that the car would have been removed from the scene, but it's not. Officers have already, I guess, dusted, taken fingerprints, if any, and done their investigations, and now family are gathered by the vehicle, maybe looking for their own clues. But this is the car in question where the young man was shot. Someone is now driving it. I don't know if it's his sister. She's now driving the car away. And I guess gonna park it in front of the house. The police are now finished with the car. But this is the vehicle in question. We're just gonna get a little closer. So this is
Pull up.
This is the vehicle in question.
You had it drive?
I believe that may be the deceased sister. But this is the vehicle in question. Jillian, the deceased was shot in this vehicle, correct?
Yes, he was shot in this vehicle. As we said previously, there are about 9 bullet holes in the front, and then we see the back glass is shattered, but we're not sure whether they shot through the back glass or if the bullets were coming out through the back glass. But this is the vehicle that he was shot in.
Okay, so
This is his sister, who is obviously very visibly shaken.
So as Jillian said, this is the vehicle in question. Make sure you tune in tonight on R News at 7:30, channel 212, and streaming live on the R News Bahamas Facebook page for Jillian's report, where she'll bring you all the details on the country's latest homicide. So we are going to sign off for now. The country's latest homicide right here through Polhemus Street, which is off Nassau Street.